So we'd like to welcome y'all to the first episode of the Joe Budden Podcast.
Oh Lord, let me turn my camera off then.
My name is Long
Bye,
John.
Sealy.
Yeah, oh Sealy, Mr. Sealy.
All right,
Both.
so
Everything you do won't fail till you do right by me.
everything you do.
Everything you do.
So pull up.
Harpo to pick me
So
all my life.
I hate y'all.
you might be riding the back of the caboose. All right, so today we all watched the first and second episode of Moon Knight.
Ironically, with no black people in it.
Right. So
Except for the dog, man. That dog was black though.
what I want to
yeah.
bring up is all right. So I don't know what's his name, Kashan too.
Khonshu.
Yeah,
Sean too. Yeah.
Sean too.
Yeah,
Lord,
that sounds like the
making
next
up names.
R&B artist out of freaking Atlanta.
But my
Kashan
thing is
too.
this is an Egyptian. Isn't he like an Egyptian god or something?
Yeah, the Egyptian
Yes.
god of the moon.
Mm-hmm. So why did he have like a South Texas white guy accent? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in Egypt, weren't
Ain't nothing blacker than barbecue
yo,
sauce.
grab his throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like Hollywood's trying to recreate Egypt. And then what's his name? The star of the show.
Yeah.
Why is his alter ego a white guy from the States? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what was throwing me off through the whole
Yeah,
show.
why is it the white guy from the States who can get it done?
right.
Right, and the British dude was dancing around like he was an extra on the West Side Story. You know what I mean? Jets, sharks, jets, sharks.
I'm gonna go to America. Yeah, that sounds like that.
I just met a deity named Khonshu. Yeah, I'm just saying.
And that's all we have with the Joe Budden Podcast.
That's it. Thank you, folks. You know what I'm saying? God bless Moon Knight.
Kelly, what did you think about the show?
Hannah?
Weird at first.
Why was it weird for you?
Well, I didn't even know that the show was out, so I had no pre-knowledge of the show.
But you told me
That's
sitting
actually
around
good,
here doing what lovers do, watching bootlegs.
Right.
See?
I was
No,
Got a
watching
bootleg of
Friday.
Moon Knight.
I couldn't
Hold on.
understand why Mark was fucking American.
True.
Yeah. I didn't either. But see, this is the thing that was pissing me off though. Like, why they were stressing that he was such a pussy. Like it was just at some point your
That's
the
the
survival
UK hate, bro.
skills have to take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't no man be that scared all the goddamn time.
Yo, that's that UK hate from us over here in the States. Yo, we just thinking that because they got that they speak proper or whatever the frick it is that we call it, and we just think that they like, you know what I mean, little handkerchiefs in the top pocket, little you can't fight shit, motherfuckers. Yo, that's what we think, right? That's not cool.
They made Steve like, I mean, he might as well have been like a 6-year-old child. They made him
That's
so
his
weak.
name. But,
And
and then, like, why would they
Stevie.
give him a name like Steven? Yo? Like,
Stevie.
The emphasis on how weak he was, I don't understand. I guess hopefully that'll come out later, but I think it was just over the top, emphasizing his weakness.
yeah.
That's a bit.
That's like naming a black man Keith, like with an F. like why did you do that?
Why did you do that? You know he cannot get hired anywhere.
So why?
But wait, why? I wanted to know why they were before all this, why was he chaining himself
Oh,
to the bed?
Because
So,
to
'cause
me,
he
I
get up.
thought he was like dreaming, right? Wasn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
He thought he was dreaming it, and then I think when
yeah, Mark
Was
coming
he
in.
like
figured out he
waking
was
up in odd
teleporting,
places?
he did trying to keep himself from teleporting or wherever he was going.
Right.
And you know what? At first I was kind of like, I'm listening to your question, I'm thinking, come on, that's kind of odd, but it really isn't. Like, but the thing that pissed me off about that was, why would you be chaining yourself to a bed if every dream that you had, you are fucking shit up?
Oh, but
You know what I'm
check
saying?
this
Like,
out.
you're
check this out.
winning. Like,
Yo, hold on. I mean,
Like,
I
I would
understand why you
chain
chain
myself to the bed if every time I went out and I lost a finger. Like, yo,
But I think
ain't
because he
going
didn't
out.
have any like knowledge of where he went, right?
But the problem is that yo,
But how
I
did
checked-
he
I
even
looked
know
his
he
screen.
was going places?
Yo, why did
That's
he
what
have a
I'm saying.
combination?
It seemed-
Why do you
Go
have a
ahead.
combination lock on the bedpost, but when the thing on his leg was just a regular strap? That don't make no sense.
Facts. That thing
You know
looked
what I
like,
mean?
like a little
And then
room.
it was like it was a 1.5 foot circle of sand, yo. That's a hot,
Right.
yo. We used to jump over couches as kids, yo. Like what? Like what is that stopping? Yo, you
Nothing.
fucking with Egypt Jesus, Super God, Superman, over 2 feet of sand? Get out of here, yo.
And this fool got himself on this little
Yo,
like he used to jump
Why
rope.
you gonna call him Egypt Jesus?
Jesus.
Egypt Super Jesus. That's what we dealing with right now, yo.
Yo.
We dealing with a man called Hawk out this bitch, yo. Spencer. You know what I mean?
Oh my
You know,
God.
like the rope just looked like a kid's jump rope.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like that, yo. If you really were, you having dreams of you jumping out of buildings and killing like 15
Or
people.
maybe I missed
You
that
think a
part
little
when you
strap on
said
your
he
leg
was
and 2
free.
feet of sand and a piece of tape? Yo,
And what was the significance of the fish growing his fin back?
yo,
I
you know
still
what?
don't
He
know.
probably busted up. He probably busted up the tank because I have a personal story about that. We went on vacation. I had some lady watch my daughter's fish, and she's like, "Oh, the tank looking dirty," so she put the cleaning joint with the fish in it, and she came back to a new fish. She's like, "Oh, the fish changed colors." I'm like, "Yeah, baby, it changed colors.
Yeah.
It got bigger, it changed colors, all that." Yeah.
But I just didn't understand like why that was even, you know,
I must
the
have
fin
missed
grew
the
back
part.
and then they show him taking it back to the pet
Explain it.
store, but I didn't understand the significance of it.
And
I think
at
it
this
was his
point,
other
with how much
personality.
vodka that I've drank since the first and the second episode, I have no fucking idea why.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's just his other personality trying to keep him in check, thinking the things he might not notice and shit, so try to setting things up. Like they kept pushing the table back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? When you hit the little phone in the joint in the top cabinet.
How the fuck
Whatever
was that
fucking was.
phone still charged?
Facts.
It's an old
Right.
phone, dog. Come on.
That was a razor though. That thing
nothing
might
on that
stay
joint.
charged forever.
That joint
That
got
one
like a
of them
nuclear
razor
battery in
phones,
it, yo.
dog.
That's gonna last
Any
till
people
the
use
year
it as a
But his
2001.
first time hearing that voice was in that mirror in his medicine cabinet, right?
Right.
So-
Well, we don't know that, but that's what we saw. You are
I mean,
correct.
that's what he acted like it was
Right.
this.
But,
I mean-
we also need to address this fact right here. The girl that he was supposed to go on a date with was like leaps and bounds out of his league.
Yo, that was a different
Yeah.
galaxy. That wasn't even a lead.
She just got out of a long-term relationship, and the guy left her for a girl that was ugly.
Yeah,
So
the guy
she
left him
needed
for a
to
guy that was ugly.
have a man that would praise her.
I think we should just do something different. Over there looking like men on film and shit. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
because like as far as his character was concerned, I would imagine him being with a woman that kind of looks like Pat off of SNL.
Yeah.
Or Debbie Downer.
Or was it a woman?
Yeah, exactly. Yo, like the kind of woman that the coffee table, the in between private parts kind of smells like ass like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's
Did y'all
That's a
notice
little
when
buddy.
he started running when he was in those containers? that
Yeah.
It just went on.
I'm glad you brought that up. That motherfucker was scared as shit, but he did not forget to take the money.
The money.
Money, right?
Mm.
The
And
money.
And
then,
that
like-
what brought me back, that grounded me back to black folks. Like, okay, when this is about Egypt, this nigga grabbed the whole
The
bag.
whole money and the gun. Like I ain't see the gun out of that. I think he ready. I think Steve is smart.
He did take the burner. But
Yeah.
Quab, you got to get involved because you are the Marvel / Star Wars / hero guy.
You know the books.
I got to read up on Moon Knight because I don't know too much
Me
about
too.
him. But I'll tell you so far. So he has 3 personalities, and Steven is actually one of them. So
Right.
Mark Spector-
I know. Marcus
Yeah.
Root. Yeah.
Mark Spector is the actual person. Steven is a personality. He's a millionaire entrepreneur.
So what you're saying
in the
is
stories
that
they are, but
the
here
thing that
they-
we're
they
seeing,
flip
the
them
mental
up.
breakdown is
He's
actually
saying-
Steven, and that's why he was kicking the mirror at the end.
Yeah, Steven is the actual personality. Mark Spector was a mercenary who
Yeah.
went on this. He killed people and shit. He went on this mission, killed,
Yeah,
and then he was almost left for dead when
Yep.
Khonshu found him.
yeah,
And that's how. But he was already a martial arts expert, weapons,
Yep.
fighting skills, all
All
that.
that.
So that transitioned into the suit. So he bad. Like he
yeah.
got.
And on
he
top
got
of
some
that,
skills.
on top of
So
that,
how
there
does
ain't no,
that
there ain't no
personality-
passport. There ain't no passport for Stevie.
Right,
Stevie
right.
ain't got
There's no.
passport.
Remember, the passport wasn't for Steven. It was for
Right.
Mark Spector.
It's from Mark.
Right.
So
Exactly.
why,
Is the
why
wife
do you
good
think
people?
Steven's so weak
Yeah.
as his other personality? Where do you think that weakness is coming from?
It's like yin and yang.
Oh,
Well,
he was already broke.
He's unstable.
Yeah,
His mental, he's unstable. So
Yeah.
I think Steven
Well,
is
what
that.
purpose
that
would he serve
unstable.
Mark then if he's so unstable?
as the pacifist vegan dude, that dude that doesn't kill people,
Probably.
just like the dude that don't kill people.
That passive, exactly.
Mhm.
Or maybe if he was a mercenary, it might represent he actually maybe was fearful when he
Yes.
was doing those things, so scared, but he had to be strong and
Right.
commit these.
And so he just made a whole ass good person.
So who makes the
Yeah.
third? Who makes
you
the
know, I
third
think it's like
personality?
I think
We
it's
don't know
like
him yet.
soldiers. Soldiers go out there in war. They're fucking scared as shit, but they got to do their job. I mean, they're trying to stay alive, but they're
Hell
scared
yeah.
as fuck. But it's like,
True.
if I don't shoot back, that's my ass.
That's true.
Joe ass, Mr.
And then there's
Postman.
those soldiers that freeze up and can't do shit. So I think it's a little bit of that.
I just
Yeah.
I don't know, man,
His-
but I do feel a little bit slighted as a black male when we're talking about Egyptian gods and goddesses,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing people that are my complexion, and I'm like, well, now wait a minute, now we sitting
So
on
they
fire.
like
And like when the demon, I guess, is manifested, it's a goddamn gray jackal. Like
Yeah.
it can't be some strong dark skinned dude that's just pissed the fuck off.
Here's
Like,
the deal. Here's the
well,
deal.
that's
y'all.
all. That's all because of we've already whitewashed our history, right? And so, in any Egyptians that are portrayed in our current history textbooks and
mhm, mhm.
movies,
Egypt.
they always
Jesus.
make them white.
But here's the thing. It's
Mark
Moon
Spector
Knight,
was
right?
actually.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
My
go ahead.
bad.
So I would say Mark Spector is actually from Chicago, Illinois. So he probably could have been white.
Chirac.
He was a mercenary. Remember, he was a mercenary. He went to Africa to go work for this dude to kill this group,
Yeah.
and that's when he almost got murdered. He was pretty much almost dead.
Yeah.
but
That's when he
I'm
became
glad
an
you say
avatar.
that, but
That's
what
when
I'm
So he
saying
could have
is-
been white or black, but
So why
they
is
chose
it
this
that
character.
what's his name, Shakant too?
Khonshu?
Why
Khonshu, man.
Like, why couldn't he have been
That's who I'm talking about,
a
not Mark. I'm
dark-skinned
talking about the actual
Egyptian
Egyptian.
god?
No, wait.
Why
What the
did
problem-
he have to have like a goddamn like what is
Well,
that?
that's
Like,
what Egyptian gods do, man.
The
They're
beast,
based
like-
off of animals, yo. But here's my real
He's like an
real
aardvark.
problem.
exactly.
It's called Moon Knight, and there's not one black man in there, and the hero's dressed in all white as can be.
I mean,
Mhm.
'cause
It's
like the
called
show
Moon
Moonlight, it
Knight.
had Bruce Willis in it. I get it, but Moon Knight,
Moon Knight.
come
So,
on,
so,
man.
so supposedly the white suit that he had on.
Yeah, it's like reflects the moonlight.
I guess
part,
at some point we'll find out. Supposedly he wears that suit to let people know he's coming. Like instead
Yes,
of wearing
yes.
like black or dark, he wears
I did-
white, so
I
they
did
can
hear
see
that.
him at night.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah. He wants
then
him
when he
to
switches
fear
to
him
the-
on the way. Yeah,
exactly. Then when he
But when
switches
the
to the Moon
camera
Knight
comes
suit,
on, when the camera comes on, you never see the suit. Because remember when he
Right.
fucked up the museum in the shit house, the latrine or whatever?
Right.
yeah.
Like he was wearing the suit, but he walked out and gave the camera the
See,
right,
now,
right.
now here's the thing. Like if the dogs are invisible and the suit's invisible, right? If all that's happening, how come ain't shit move in the security footage? You know what I mean?
But the bathroom is fucked
when he was
up.
hitting stuff, yeah.
I'm like, yo, y'all can't half-ass this. Give me both cheeks. Can't half-ass.
Like, how did Steven fuck that damn latrine up like that? Like the way he threw the sink out the front door and the way he fucked up the bathroom door. Like,
That's the last time I come out the club and eat some of that street meat. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care how nice that lady looks. Grill. She outside a
Street
van.
meat.
Don't trust
Back
it.
to Korea.
that's street meat.
That took me back to Korea, the street meat.
Right? The street meat, boy.
Fuck that damn street meat.
Nah,
Nah, but
he
I'm saying
doesn't.
but we need to discuss the 5 heartbeats white suit. When he
Man.
jumped off that building.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you
that's the scene I'm
right
talking
now.
about.
And how do you fucking grab the bumper off a car and then enter into a fight and still get your ass beat? Like because if you look at the ghost fighting, because basically that's what it is. Like he's fighting something that doesn't look like it's there. But the way he was ghost fighting, whatever that jackal was that he was ghost fighting, he was fighting it like the jackal was standing up throwing dukes, like not just like grabbing you and throwing you around like a jackal would do. It was like the jackal was standing there like, yeah, nigga, what's happening? Nigga? I got something. Come here, nigga.
Square
I
up,
got your
bitch.
shit. Back, nigga.
Right.
That was very disrespectul.
Yo, so I was proud and disrespected when this little pasty white dude was like, he's knocked him out. He like, wagwan. That's not Yachty talk. I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? Like, blow up. We're seeing the doggy. Me a bust head clock. You know what I mean? Wagwan. Step up, my youth. Me a knockhead ras clock. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that dude. I was like, yo, why couldn't we have Idris doing this shit, man? Come on.
True, but and you bring up a good point. That's what I mean. Why was Idris not in this movie, or somebody of color to play this part? Why did they
Wasn't
stop
the
that?
character
canon.
developed in like 67?
Say what now?
Isn't that character an old comic
Yes, it is an
character
old
from the
comic.
60s?
But it was the 70s it came out. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
But
so
still.
this was cutting edge racial like crossing.
Oh no! It gets deeper. It gets deeper. There was a
That's
there
what
was
she
the, there was the
said.
first black I think superhero was I think his name was like Death Knight or some shit like that. He was a dude in a full suit of armor on these flying skis. The black dude. I'm like, yo. So it's not that he's black in a suit of armor. It's that he's skiing by himself. Like he wants to ski. You know what I mean? That's the shit I don't believe. Yeah, flying around New York City like, bitches. No, that's not. That don't make sense. I slalom for the unloved.
Smiling for the unloved.
Yeah,
So,
y'all.
see, all right. So then there's that good and evil thing. So let me ask y'all this. What I don't remember the white guy's name, but if you listen to everything that he was saying, was he actually a bad guy?
That's what I was saying. I don't know if he's if he's really bad or
So
not.
he kind of reminds me of kind of like Thanos in a sense.
Right.
In Thanos' mind, he felt like he was doing good, you know.
Right.
And in his mind, he feels like he's doing good. But I get where.
Because he's been on both sides. He was like, yo, I used to be
Yeah,
that sucker, nigga.
But I think
But I get where Spectrum has an issue, or Spectre, I said Spectrum. Spectre has an issue because he's like, you're making it, you know, it almost reminds me of Minority Report, where they were arresting people before they actually did the
Right.
crime because they knew they were going to do the crime. But they
Right.
never got a chance, they never gave a chance for people to change.
And nobody
So
stopped
let them
and
make it a
said,
choice.
yeah, it's cool to be killing these kids.
Killing these babies.
Right.
Like, yo, all
no,
right.
but I mean the thing is, everybody's had a bad thought or something. So this one, she would be killing all of us because we'd
Right,
all
yeah,
have
yeah.
bad thoughts or
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like
some
that.
murderous
We,
ass.
we
thoughts.
haven't all had as bad of thoughts as that you might have had, though.
But no, but here's the thing. Here's the problem that we have with this. Being in Marvel, right? We got all this wild shit because we know that there's multiple timelines. Which is the one that this bitch is judging us on? You know what I mean? Which timeline? Because we have
Hold on. So you're saying that in Marvel, that Spider-Man's thing that came out with the different timelines, that's actually a part of all of these comics.
Yes,
It
it is
yeah.
now.
Oh,
It
wait,
is now.
wait
Yeah.
till Doctor Strange too. Wait till you see Doctor Strange.
Loki talked all about it.
Yeah, remember in
Yeah.
Loki's time, that whole
Did
yeah,
you watch
yeah.
Loki's show?
I watched the first 2 episodes, and
Let me
I
tell you
have,
something, that show is very important.
It's very important because it's
so
setting
so
up-
basically before we watch the next 2 episodes next
You need to
week,
go watch.
I need to
Watch
go watch
Loki.
that. Okay, all right. Say no
Yes.
more.
Yeah,
you
watch
need to
watch Loki.
Loki, you
And
need to watch
because,
Loki.
well,
Yeah, I'm
you
just-
You
gotta
need to watch that low key.
You need to watch that Loki.
You gotta watch Loki, but you also gotta watch that cartoon one, What If? Because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
gonna be key in Doctor Strange, the second one.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, honestly, the guy that they picked to play him from the movie we watched last week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't bring that shit up.
Yeah, that's that's a different universe, man. That's a whole different timeline. Don't even do it. Don't
Right.
even
Like,
do
why
it.
did they cast him, yo? Like, Doctor Strange could have been the dude that plays what's the dude from Friday?
I like him as
No, but I
Doctor
love
Strange.
him as Doctor Strange. Like
Yeah,
I
Doctor
can't
Strange,
now
he's
that I
perfect
see
for
him, I
Doctor
can't
Strange.
picture nobody else playing Doctor Strange.
It's just like
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds is perfect for
But
Deadpool.
imagine if Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
exactly. Like
Yes.
I can't picture no one else playing.
Right.
Imagine
And
if
the
Doctor
guy
Strange.
that played the Hulk. I don't like
Which
anybody else.
Hulk? The good Hulk or all the
The-
bad ones?
The good one. The good one.
yeah, the bad one where Hulk
But
was
hold
fighting
up, hold up,
Storm.
yo,
Like what the
just-
hell was
just
that?
for
He was
me.
fighting the clouds, yo. Like what
Just
the
for
hell?
me though. Imagine if Hulk was played by Pinky from like next Friday.
See, you stupid.
Not Hulk. I mean Doctor Strange.
You just stupid
Oh.
now.
Like nigga, I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like if
No,
you-
so he
You know
can
what?
so he can spin around like, oh, say one more thing. Say
Say
one more
one more thing.
and then pull out the whole digital shit. Like
Yo, you know what? They should have had Snoop play Doctor Strange, yo. He go with the
there
hand
you go.
All the magic would be blue and shit.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
You just pimp everybody out.
Hell
So,
yeah, yo.
so Alyssa, what did you think? Like, what stood out for you? Like that made you think?
The
okay,
voices were. It was. I enjoyed it. The voices were throwing me off, though. Like you all were saying.
Yeah,
right.
especially
Yeah.
when it was
Yeah.
off camera. You like where they at? Yeah.
It's like seeing Bruce Lee with like a Vietnamese double speaking English.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
the bad
Like, you know what I'm saying? But speaking English, like we're gonna get on the bus, like that voice.
On
That's
the
what.
bus.
Because remember when Max was on the call and he was talking, I was like, damn, is that Max? Like that voice, like that voiceover when we were watching it was just that shit threw me all the way off. But the whole why wouldn't he just let Mark take over? That's the thing that threw me off all the way.
Well, it's because he's a pacifist and he knew Mark was gonna just fuck everybody up,
Right.
Right.
and it was gonna be
Right.
his hands that did it.
yeah, but
That's
you're
what it
standing
was.
there with your wife and you know you are the bitch ass N-word.
Not his wife, Mark's wife.
Mark's
Mark's
right.
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 Yeah, but just female, period. You're like she's beating people's ass on the staircase. He's doing parkour. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I think a
Yo,
lot
all
of
I'm
that
knowing
was
is that I
because-
don't like Steven because he runs with his wrists out. I don't like it. I don't like
Right,
it.
but
Like,
Clark, to your question, I think
Yeah.
Mark just stood. I mean,
I don't like
he
that
just
shit.
stood there because of his moral compass. He always seems to be grappling with his moral compass
I agree with you.
every time.
I agree with you, but if
I
the
think that's why
door
he
is getting
exists.
beat the fuck in, you're in there.
Right, but
with
if
a
you
woman
notice,
who
he
can fight better than-
overanalyzes everything that he does. Even like in the beginning when they showed him working in the gift shop, right?
Mhm.
Every little thing he just overanalyzes, and he just applied that to every aspect of himself.
Oh, okay, so I can't disagree with what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this: when you are a bitch ass N-word and the door is being beat the F in, and you're standing there with a woman in the room who is way more capable of handling the situation than you, and she's scared, and there's a dude saying, "Give me the body."
yo,
Yo, I'd
I'm
have gave
giving me
his
the
ass
body.
so
Yo.
damn quick.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Take it, you got
I'm gonna
that,
tell you
bro.
right
I'm scared
now.
as
He
shit.
wasted
Take
too much
this
time
ass.
talking to that. He wasted too much time talking to that
I'm scared as S word.
nigga. Yo, Mark spent
You
too
know,
much time
Steven, he
speaking to him.
just is like he's a punk, but
Yo,
he's always in denial. You notice
Yeah,
he's
but
in
it's
denial
like
of everything.
think
that has happened.
algebraically. He's a punk like cubed. Or
nah,
what do
yo,
what
but
do
you can
put the
say
four up
something to
there?
him. But you can say something really quick because if he's a mental figment, right? You know what I mean? That means he can project any image. So I would project to Stevie that one scene from Training Day. You'd be like, "Hey, you ever had your shit pushed in? Yeah, take the body, take the body, do it now."
Take
Do it now.
body.
I do not want.
Yeah, but Steven, he has to know. He wanted to know every single thing Mark intended to do with said body.
Right now.
That was
I
the
wouldn't
problem.
know.
So he's overthinking
Which is the funny part
everything.
because it's not even Steven's body, it's Mark's.
Right.
I know, but he
it's
doesn't
Mark.
know that. Yeah, he
Right.
doesn't know
He
that.
doesn't,
right?
yeah.
Okay,
doesn't
so let me
know.
ask you this: since everything that we saw in the first and the second, like every time they would show you a video of what was happening to Steven, and you never see no jackal, no long beak ass. We doing the thing in Hollywood.
Right.
But that's accurate.
Did any of this
Constantine
really
is
happen,
accurate.
or is this all happening in Mark's head? Like, is this
Yes and yes.
schizophrenic shit?
Yes and yes.
I mean, S word, YouTube.
Yes and yes. That's a simple answer. Because we dealing with deities, we dealing with magic, and we dealing with stuff that the normies can't see. So
And
yes,
then
So
and
at
yes.
the end of the
Illness
day,
if
is
you
any
have
of this
multiple
shit happening at all?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
Quab, who is the third personality that you mentioned? Do you
There's a cab driver named Jack
Yeah.
Lockley.
Yeah, see, he already did the deal.
Are you serious?
I know this too. I
Are
watched.
you-
I did the backstory, the deep dive too. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you, Quab. I get you,
But
Quab.
what if Quab was bullshitting? Like, nah, it's a cab driver named Lenny.
No,
Oh,
it's true.
okay.
It's
I'm
true. That's
dead
facts.
serious.
That's canon.
Jake
That's canon.
Lockley
Canon.
is the cab
Canon.
driver.
So who's the most thorough, the cab driver?
No, Mark, hands down.
Mark?
Yeah.
Mark.
Well, see, yeah, again, Mark was a CIA agent, became a mercenary. So
Mhm.
Mark is the thorough person.
Right.
You know, he's the one that has all the skills.
So
Steven
think of
is
it-
the
So when
millionaire
did Mark
entrepreneur.
develop these personalities?
He's always
Yeah,
been
he-
broken because he had a bad childhood or whatever. He's always been broken, but they just exacerbated after the mercenary work because he was
Mhm.
in
Right,
the
right.
military with his brother, I believe, and his brother got killed. There's a whole story behind that.
Yeah, his whole family.
But
did.
look
Like
at-
mother,
but look
father,
at
brother,
Mark.
everybody.
Look at Mark like Batman, and Batman canon is Batman is Batman. Batman is also Bruce Wayne, but Batman is also what's his thug name, like Bugs or Bones McCruskey or some shit like that.
Bill,
He plays a low level thug to get information out the motherfucking camp, right?
Wait a minute.
So-
when did that happen? Did that happen in any of the movies?
That happened in the books and it happened
the
in
books.
the cartoon.
I didn't read the damn books. This is a
No,
movie.
that's why I'm reading this supplemental.
Sorry, no, you fucking with nerds in this
You
fucking
gotta
call,
catch
so you
up.
gotta
You gotta
deal with that
read,
shit.
brother. You gotta read.
You fucking with
You
some nerds
you
in
trying to
this
watch
call, bro.
movies like that, like they the Cliff Notes and shit. You got to read
I'm just saying, yo. You know what they always say? The book was so much better.
better.
You know?
Yes.
And I just be like, the movie was so much quicker. That, like,
Exactly.
Right.
That's why you asking all these questions.
Right. You think Dune was long? Read that fucking book. That shit's the shit you keep a car from rolling down the hill. That shit
Speaking
is
of
huge.
Dune, yo.
Dune.
Have
That
you-
was my
you seen
shit.
the new one?
I can't wait till the
Yeah, I
second
seen the
part
new
come
one.
out.
I seen the new one,
Dude.
yeah.
Yo, Zendaya is hot, yo. I'm gonna just put it out there, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
But
you to
I
put
just,
it in.
yo, what I didn't like about the new Dune, the little bit of that, because I've only seen like 30 minutes of it. What I
Oh
didn't
my
like
God.
about
What,
the new
Dune?
Dune,
Yes.
hey, we can watch that this next one, but look,
Yo, I don't think we have
What?
enough time for that. Shit.
No, we don't.
Look,
We don't have
No,
Look.
it's like 3 hours.
We gonna have to
all right,
start
we
at
ain't
noon.
doing
nigga.
that. We're not
Start at
doing
noon
that
night.
shit. That S
That's how
word.
long that shit's gonna last. Noon tonight. Noon.
But
night.
what I'm saying is, yo, the first Dune that I saw back in the 80s, because this was before I had crossed over to, all right, I'm a nerd phase. Because, you know, Star Wars kind of gets
Welcome.
you to the nerd phase, but Dune and, like, The Hobbit, you in the nerd phase. But in that, the first movie, Dune, when that Joker put the dude from Twin Peaks, when he put his hand in that box, and he was like, "Ugh."
Right.
And then he said, "Whoopee!" Like, they did not, the new movie did not do that part justice. I was very upset about that.
Yeah, I you know what? I just.
Oh, Kelly, good night. Hey, good night, baby.
Good
Hi,
night.
y'all.
Good night.
Good night.
Little
Night.
queen. Yo,
I guess
the
we
thing
got
I
to
don't-
wrap
the
it
thing I
up,
don't
yo.
like
People
about-
falling off. I'm not going to be in the middle of the, now I'm in the top right. All right.
There you go.
That's what's
Look, check this out. I don't like the new Doom because I don't like the phase of acting that's going on right now, where
What do you
the
mean?
least amount you act is good is better now. Because what's his name? Tony Shamalama Ding Dong. What's his name? What's his name? The dude who plays the kid in Doom. Like he has the same face for 98% of the movie.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I'm like, but you don't even have a hard ass face like Sly Stallone.
But
or-
you have
or
Denzel
Schwarzenegger.
Washington to blame for that. 'Cause
No,
Washington
Denzel?
plays the
Come
same
on.
character.
No,
Name a
Denzel
movie
plays
that
the black
Denzel
man.
wasn't the same character other than Glory.
He played the one he won the Oscar for.
Yeah,
That I
Training
hate.
Day.
You know what I mean?
Malcolm.
That I hate.
All right, well, that's not fair. That's not what I meant, damn it. Like, there are so many Denzel movies where you can be like,
Yeah, they've been the
all
same.
right. And it's
Yeah,
a
but you
great
say same
character
shit
to
about
play.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like seeing that, but they get animated in their own ways. But this little boy, this little boy is just straight stone face, like you know what I mean.
Let's see, you know,
Like his no name bow tie.
I think what was it, Villanueva, right? Was it?
What's that?
What was the
I
last
think
name?
it's
The director?
I think his
Well,
name
you
is
know
Charlemagne.
damn well that's his name.
I'm thinking, I can't remember, but I think
What's
he
his name?
intentionally
Villanueva?
Villanueva.
made
With a
I think he
with a tilde
intentionally
over the
wanted
end, you
it
know.
that way.
Yeah, the one that
I
was
think he
born in
intentionally wanted it that way.
1973 around the business
Because,
industry.
I mean, you look at the movie, like you look at the movie. There's not a lot of color, right? There's not a lot of color. It's almost like a dusty, almost offsets of browns, like everywhere. You know, everything's just like this monotone color. And I think I think that's the way he wanted it. I think he wanted the actors to be that way. Like everybody just had this. Everything was serious. Everybody was serious. Everybody
had
less
emotion.
expression.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Dude.
But absolutely everybody except the witch chicks had emotion though. Everybody.
You talking about them
what's his
breastfeeding
name?
chicks?
Aquaman had emotion. The dad had emotion.
Yeah, he did. He
Fat
smiled.
flying man.
No.
Yeah.
Yo, why
Aquaman had-
Kristen lean in like this? You talking about them breastfeeding chicks?
Right. Yeah,
Yo,
they did.
Kristen
They
like-
did. Because Aquaman smiled and shit.
Who
and-
sucking
and
titties?
his father- but see, I think the boy was meant to be that way. I think his character was just meant to. We might see more in the second part of it,
I hope so.
but
hope
I
so.
loved. I thought it was way better than the first one to me. I
Oh,
just-
no,
All right, so hold on. We
Yeah.
gotta bring the show to a close. So all right, so look.
That's why I feel.
Well, we
I
do
gotta
last
watch the
off.
Batman because I haven't seen it.
Ooh,
You said what?
you
I
got
haven't
to
seen the
see
Batman yet, so I gotta go. watch
Dog,
The
dog.
new one?
Yeah,
That-
I haven't seen it yet.
That
I
yo,
missed it
you
when y'all
gotta
was
see it.
when you were watching it. I
God
was.
damn
I
it.
was
Well,
watching.
then, I'm not against skipping next week to do the Batman, or we can have a midweek
Yeah.
show. Like,
No,
Oh,
I will
y'all
watch
you did your
the
thing on it, so I'm
Batman.
gonna go watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it.
Nah,
I know
we
Chris
don't
is
have
Batman.
we don't have a YouTube episode to really talk about it because the way it went down was just not good, man. Like the way that it was recorded. Because I clearly know nothing about what I'm doing with Zoom. Like tonight is the first episode, even though we've had like two. So like I said, two.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
Right, this is
'Cause
the
I
second
gotta see.
inaugural episode. Back for the first time.
Passion of Christ. Like, you want to see this twice, you asshole?
We gonna call this joint the Egypt Jesus podcast.
Hey, look. I tell you what though, when that
Egypt Super
Doctor
Jesus?
Strange come out, we definitely gotta talk about that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so many characters that's gonna be in there.
No.
So-
He gonna be talking.
Yo,
he
but you
gonna
need to watch
lead that
Loki because
shit.
I heard Super Kang is in that shit and he flies and blasts some shit, yo.
Hold up,
I heard
hold
you
up,
said
hold up, hold
the
up,
whole-
hold up, hold up. Alicia, what's the show that we were talking about that we got to watch on the, 29th or something? It wasn't
No.
Ben Kenobi because that was what you were talking about, Quad, but it's something that's coming out on Disney. Maybe it is.
Hold on.
Maybe it is Kenobi.
That's the only one. That's
Look it up.
other than She-Hulk that they working on. But,
She-
Yeah, but that's gonna be a comedy though.
yeah, that's gonna be good though. It's gonna be a series.
Yeah,
'cause
but
she,
I'm-
they're gonna move her. They're gonna move her into the movies after they finish the series of She-Hulk. She's actually gonna be an Avenger in the new
I'm
Avenger.
I'm a little worried, yo, because my favorite Marvel property that's actually been produced that's always killing it has been Deadpool, and now the Disney got a
Yes.
hold of it.
Yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen, bruh. You know what I mean?
Well, so Deadpool
Don't
3
think
is
somebody's-
they've already signed to do Deadpool.
yeah, I
3.
know.
Is
and
it the same
Deadpool-
dude that's been playing him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryan
same
Reynolds.
dude.
Yep. And then they're gonna I guarantee you're gonna see Deadpool in some of these future Marvel movies.
Yeah, but they're gonna neuter him,
blend
man,
in,
because they're
so-
gonna do PG-13.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
You think
mean,
they're gonna do PG?
yes.
No,
that's
they
that's
can't.
Disney's bread and butter, bro. That's Disney's bread and butter, bro.
No, but
Right,
Disney
but-
does have R-rated stuff though.
Let me tell you something.
with a
If-
Disney tag on it, with Disney.
if they
tag,
do it
they would do it under
PG-13,
Touchstone.
If they do it,
They got
PG-13,
Punisher now.
They're gonna push the limit on it though. They're gonna push the limit on it.
Yeah. They got doesn't Disney push Punisher now?
No,
That's
I don't
as
think-
violent.
Yeah, but see, that wasn't Disney at first. That was
No,
Netflix.
yeah, it's Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah, and then they just they got all that. So
Right,
Yeah.
but aren't they
One
playing it on their app?
Well, I mean, because they own it.
it's on there now. All of it.
It's because they own
Right,
it.
just like Luke Cage. That's
Yeah, Luke
that's
Cage
as
and
R-rated as it gets.
Jessica Jones and all them and
Yeah,
Daredevil.
but all those
And
were
Jessica
were
Jones was
WB.
a hoe.
They were all WB.
And a
before they
very
got-
fine hoe
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was. And I don't mean attractive. I mean she was a very well trained bus station whore. Like,
Yeah,
I-
bust
but I
ass.
ain't thought- like Luke Cage got out of jail and smashed Jessica.
Yep,
like
he
you know what I'm
did.
saying?
He
Right.
did.
Yes, he did.
And she kind of looks like one of them people whose breath don't necessarily stink, but it's kind of like if you kiss her, she'll leave stank on your top lip, like a
It's
little
not.
bit.
It looked like her breath. It
Ew.
don't smell that bad. Like it's like fresh eaten oatmeal.
Yeah, like okay, like if you took her
Like
to
it still
prom,
smell a little bit alright, but you know it ain't right.
if you took her to prom and y'all doing the slow dance, she's holding you like this. You kind of smell a little bit of funky ass lemon.
Right, right. You keep your groins apart because you got to leave space for Jesus.
like how did we get here? Like nobody's supposed to be here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cavity. You ain't supposed to be here. Rush.
I tried that deodorant the last time.
Right.
I don't know. She has a face that I don't trust.
Right.
Like if her lip skin is shaved, if you kiss her, it still feels like little daggers stabbing.
Yeah, a little prickly. Like, oh my God. It's like you feel like I'm licking a kiwi.
I don't trust anybody. like
Right.
come on, man.
This shit.
She kind of looks like a Jewish superhero. I gotta be honest. Like she has those types of features, which is empowering. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
I
I
hope
like
so.
that, but I don't know, man. The whole concept of Hanukkah, like it makes me feel uncomfortable when you think Hanukkah is something that black people would say to each other, like "Hi, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like, or like the name Monica, like my nigga. Like when people would actually name their child that.
I would love a Jewish superhero because I want somebody who works at scale, who charges. Like, yo, I ain't moved to the money right, baby. Yeah, I know.
Because it does seem like a concept that Method Man stole from the Jews, yo.
Right.
Ash rules, nigga. This is
Exactly.
what it is. Do you
You know
know
what
what
I'm saying?
happened to us in Germany? You think that we came to America to deal with this shit twice?
Right. They done fucked around, gave me the super soldier serum. I'm just
Right.
letting you know. Yo, the more you wait, the more buildings going down, baby. I know what to do. Well, you know what to do.
So look, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Final thoughts. Quab, Kristen, what y'all got on this show that we watched tonight? And are y'all excited about next week?
I give it 5 mics. No, I give it 3 mics. I like 3.5 mics or whatever. What's our grading scale?
3.5. Okay. How about you, Quab?
I like it.
You like
It's intriguing. I have to wait for more of the show to develop. 2 episodes is not
That's
enough.
the thing. I can't really
So,
rate the shit because it ain't.
You can't really rate it yet.
No.
You know,
Well,
it-
you can
it's-
judge
it's
it on what
more-
you've
But it
seen what you've
entertains-
seen.
But so far, it
entertaining.
is entertaining. I like, what is it, Oscar Isaac, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Isaac, Oscar, whatever.
Stevie.
That's-
I like him as I like him as an actor. So he can
Okay.
act. You know, he plays the role very well. I mean, yeah, right now, and you know, Ethan Hawke is always good. So in some things,
Dirk
but-
Swayze.
Ethan Hawke, that's his
Yeah.
Ethan
name.
Hawke
I
is
don't
always
look
good
like.
100% of the time, 60% of the time it works every
well,
time.
you know, every time I see Ethan,
He's
Hawke in
always
anything,
good in
the first thing I
something.
think of is Gattaca. So that's like
True.
my favorite.
Oh
movie.
wow,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Good pull,
Gattaca.
son.
I always
son.
think about that. Anytime
You know what
I
I
see
mean?
him, I just Gattaca. I just
See,
call him
keep
Gattaca.
your sales to yourself.
That was a damn fine movie. Okay.
I love that movie.
That was
Watch it
the
every time.
best. That
With
was the best
Jude
movie
Law,
about
you know, people forget Jude Law
gentrification and
was in it.
eugenics.
But
ever.
he's also in some scary movies that came out.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, he was in Sinister, which
There
is
you
really
go.
good.
There you go. Sinister was
Yeah.
crazy.
And of course, Training Day, we got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Training Day.
He did.
Uh,
He
But
did.
yeah, but I mean, it's good right now. I like the way it's going. I just want to see how it develops.
And we got
The
3 more
story.
episode, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 3 or
3 more.
6.
It's 5.
Okay, 3. All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
Yeah.
Alicia, your final thoughts on what you saw tonight.
Same. I'm excited for next week.
So would you give it out of 1 to 5 mics? How many mics would you give it?
Mm,
And
We
why?
gotta come up with a grading scale, like something to do with our show.
yeah, we can't do 5 mics. 5
All right,
mics is like,
out of 1 to 6 Joe Buttons.
Right. I give it 3 button downs
But
in a polo.
Four.
Like movie, like
All right,
All right,
out
for
of 1 to
bonus
5,
then.
look, out of 1 to 5 Polaroids, what you give it?
Yeah.
4.
You give it a 4? All right.
Oh, all
Four.
right, that's cool.
Bravo. How do you feel? What do you think?
All right, so if I'm gonna give it a rating out of 1 to 5, whatever it is, I'm gonna give it at this moment. I'm gonna give it a solid 3 because one, the nerd in me says it's actually trying to follow canon, which is the story that has already been written, that's already been done, and they're trying to follow it a little bit. The names are accurate. The god looking person is accurate. However, I'm really, really upset of a show called Moon Knight with absolutely no black men in it. You know what I mean? That's a problem for
There
me.
weren't even any black extras.
Not even an extra, bruh.
no, there
We're
was.
talking
one
about
black woman.
goddamn Egypt.
Yes, we
Black
talk
girl.
about
There
Egypt.
was
Super
one black
Jesus,
girl that
and
showed
we
them her
don't-
wrist or whatever it was.
Speaking
Yeah,
Mandarin.
and the only black person that spoke in the movie was a goddamn narc, bro. Like, get out of here.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
oh, you're right. The bald head cop that was
Yes.
actually okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know
Well, and the black girl who spoke Mandarin when he
Exactly.
talked to
Oh,
her.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fucking. We
All
had,
right, I take it all
we had
back.
Black
I
Alita
apologize
Battle
for
in
my
the fucking
racism.
crowd. You know what I mean? That's great. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I liked it because it was good. It's way better than the Power of the Dead Dog Dude, man, that we watched last week. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed the shit. I enjoyed this. This is my shit. But you know me, I know it's a TV show and I know it's Disney, but I want a little more grit to my shit. You know what I mean? I want a little more grit, a little more
Bars.
gutter.
Bars.
More like action or
No, just a little bit more dirty.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
a little more grimy.
A little more
yeah.
grind
Yeah,
to it,
like
like the
Chris, you know
Batman
how
was.
you don't like Batman, but
because does it seem like too Disney?
It seemed like there was like, you know what, we gonna make sure. Because all right, check this out. There was only static blood in this thing. The only time you ever saw blood was on his hands when the people were already dead, or on
But they
people who
used
were
to
already
Punisher
dead.
and
There was no
Punisher, they
flying
did.
blood from action that was people
Yeah.
getting their ass kicked.
Right.
Yeah.
There was nothing flying out the devil dog that came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm
Oh,
like,
we didn't even talk about that. Do you remember when this Moon Knight was stomping the shit out of that damn
right.
dog?
That nigga, yo.
Like, he stomped him so bad, I felt like you can't win.
Right, you can't win, Rocky. Have you seen the size of him? God, Rocky. How many more times, Rock? How many
But
more
like you
times?
said before, it's Disney.
can't
They're
even
gonna
add.
cap. They're gonna cap
Right.
some of that at a certain level.
Right.
No.
But does that mean that from now on to episode 5, we're not going to see a decent ass whipping?
No, we're gonna see him, but they're just gonna be all hidden
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
either the
it's-
body or around the corner.
Yeah, it's
What
gonna
was
be
that?
clean.
It's gonna be like Morbius. The main thing, like this movie Morbius. Yo, it's a vampire. Yo, it's a vampire movie.
It should
And
be
there was no
blood,
blood in it.
everywhere.
There's no blood. Yo, they showed this one clip with this Morbius running across this dude and slashing his neck. No blood came out, so they had this nigga looking like this. Oh.
Yeah. See, I haven't even seen it, so yeah.
Yo, it looked like the dude just like poked him like you're it, and he's like, oh, I gotta play that free stack. You know what I mean? Like it was stupid.
This is why I feel like Disney should team up with Sony on some of these Marvel movies.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, because
Sony don't care.
Disney used to hide all the R-rated stuff under Touchstone, because
Oh.
Disney owns Touchstone, so they used to do all the R-rated
Right,
stuff
right,
under
right.
Touchstone. And so I'm
Right.
just like, yo, set them free, yo. This is because you know
Well-
the kids ain't really going for this. The kids ain't really going out and watching this shit.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
look,
us.
Did you see the Hawkeye series?
No,
Not
but
yet.
my man edited it. I know the editor, yo.
Yeah,
my dude.
it's really good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I know my guy watched my guy editor. He like what they call the last director. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, my guy edited. I hit him up the other
I'm
day. I
sitting
told
over
him
here.
it worked.
Well, his
That's-
editing was good because at first
That's
I was
word.
really I thought it was going to be weak. Like I really wasn't interested.
I don't
And then I sat down and said, well, you know what? Let me watch it because, you know, there's some key things in there. So I watched it and it slowly developed. But once it got started, it was just like, yo, I just had to keep going.
I need to check it out. I need to check it out. You're right. I need to check it out because I just
so-
from the trailers were cut horribly. I didn't like the trailers.
That's what I'm
because
saying. Like
they
the
looked
trailers
happy.
did not do it any justice. Yeah, I
It looked
didn't
like a
want to watch it.
PG-13 version of Die
What's
Hard.
it called again? What?
Hawkeye.
Just
Hawkeye. Mhm.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the logo for the series seems too safe. It's all lowercase and soft and round. and
Yeah,
shit. Like,
it's.
man.
I mean, it's on the lines of Moon Knight. Like you're not going to
it's
see
PG-13.
a lot of blood, but
Yeah.
I mean, but that's Hawkeye. But you're going to see some good fights. Like you're going to see some nice stuff. So,
Yo, holla at me with the Ronin series comes out when Hawkeye goes goes mental. Yeah, I want
well,
that.
and see, that's the whole thing,
Right.
You know,
I want
it's
the
like he's
Chronicles of Ronin,
trying to
bro.
clean up the whole Ronin image.
No, I get you, but I want a flashback to the Chronicles of Ronin during the
Oh,
snap.
that's what. Let me tell you
Hold on,
something.
are y'all
I wanna
talking
see
about
the
Ronin?
Yes,
Like-
I want to
like-
see the Ronin series.
Yes.
Hold on,
That's what I want to
Yes,
see.
please.
Are y'all talking about Ronin, the movies that came out a while back with that guy?
No.
Not Robert De
Okay,
Niro.
so remember in Avengers, the last one, Endgame, there was a brief moment where you saw Hawkeye when
With a mohawk.
Black Widow
Rocking
found
one
him
of these,
in
baby.
Japan.
Right.
He was slicing dudes up. Well, at that time, he was Ronin.
Yeah,
That's when he just went on a straight killing spree with anybody that was bad. He just
yeah, because he was mad. His family got snapped.
Yeah.
And he was killing everybody.
yeah. So his family, when his family went missing and he found they got snapped away, he was just going. He went bananas. He lost.
He
his
put
mind.
the bow and arrow away. Was going out straight.
Yeah,
ninja
he
style,
went
double
straight.
sword.
He went straight ninja.
Right. He was murdering. He was like, he was
I mean,
just
it
like
wasn't
the
no
dude-
asking questions. He was
Right.
just
What was that
slicing the
movie?
dice.
What was that movie? Fugitive. He was like, I didn't kill her. I don't
Yep.
care.
I don't care. That's how he was. Yo, he was like, it was just no prisoners.
Well, hold up,
Straight
yo.
just-
Hold on. I'm gonna give my final real quick. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
go ahead.
all right.
I mean,
If
go
I
ahead.
was watching this by myself, I would say I would give it a 3.5. But it's enough to make me, want to watch it again. But watching this, the reason why I'm gonna give this from 1 out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 5 is because I'm excited to see what's coming next week.
Right.
If it's keeping my attention, and I'm like, yo,
I
it's something
agree.
to talk about.
I agree.
And if it's good enough that they could get it done with 5 episodes.
Right.
Now I'm hoping that I feel that way because I don't want to end up pissed off with like what was it? What were we watching? Was it the Boba Fett where they had 7 and I was like, that was the last episode?
Yo,
Right, you
oh
wanted
my
more.
god. Oh, yo, all right. So let me interject real
Who
quick.
designed it?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. I stopped watching Boba Fett, whatever the fuck that was, of the first episode because homeboy in the first episode walked into a bar, took his goddamn helmet off. I'm like, that ain't.
Yeah, that is
not
not
the
a
way.
Mandarin.
This
That's
is not
a
the
Mandarin.
way.
It is not the way.
You
He was
Mandalorian,
never
dog.
following the way.
But but Boba Fett wasn't a Mandalorian, was he?
He wasn't. He was never following the way. Remember,
It
he took
doesn't
his-
matter though. It doesn't matter, yo. You can't go 70 years without taking your helmet off, and all of a sudden, some
I mean,
big ass
true, yeah.
sandworm.
Yes,
Eat
but
your ass.
come on,
Yeah, I mean,
man.
we
And you
did-
just
yeah.
take that
Yo,
shit.
never saw
no
his
real Mandalorian would have conducted himself in
Yeah.
the desert like Boba Fett did. Like,
He wasn't,
I get you.
he
what did
wasn't-
you
I
call
get
them dudes with the lipless niggas with the N words with the
Right.
big teeth? What do they call them? Sand creatures?
I don't know the Buckies. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the ones when Boba Fett
The
was out
Tusken-
there. Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
that sandworm that they dropped him in. I forgot the Sarlacc pit.
No, I'm talking about the dudes that he was hanging out with where they decided, okay, I'm gonna show you how to rob this train. The dudes that just look like this all the time.
Yeah,
I didn't,
the
I didn't make it to that
Tusken Sand
episode, bro.
Okay, the Tusk. Okay, there you go.
Oh, the Tusken
I'm
Raiders?
saying-
Yeah.
The Mandalorians do not conduct themselves like Boba Fett did. They don't.
But Boba Fett never took his helmet off, period. Even before this. If
I
he
see
was
what you're
Mando or
saying.
not.
Okay.
He
Right.
never took his helmet off, period.
Yeah, but
Well,
in
he didn't
Return
even
of
talk.
the
He never
Jedi,
saw.
Boba Fett was
He
like
never
a.
saw.
He was kind of like a piece of S word.
Yeah,
yo.
he was
But
a bounty
but,
hunter.
but look, remember though, his father took his helmet off.
Jango.
Jango Fett.
That's
Remember,
what I'm
he took
saying.
his helmet off all the time.
Mandalorians don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't
Wait.
a Mandalorian.
Wait, you're basing that off what? When he was in the room with his baby clone son? Because he never did that when he was walking around the
Yeah,
clone
yeah, yeah. He
facility.
never did that in front of nobody. That's
He never
true.
did it in front of
That's true.
nobody
Well,
else.
But
we never
can you
saw
take
it.
your helmet
never
off
saw
ever
it.
as a
But you're
Mandalorian?
absolutely correct.
Right.
You're
But
absolutely
can
correct.
you,
Because
as a
basically he was looking
Mandalorian-
at himself. That was really himself.
Yo,
Right,
by
and
the
he was-
power of nerds all over the world,
Right.
as a Mandalorian, can you take your freaking helmet off?
Never.
No. They
And
never
that's
do.
the whole thing. Like, and even if he wasn't Mando,
You know that helmet
he
smelled
was
like
leaning
straight feet.
into it heavy. He was
That
leaning into
goddamn
Mando
helmet
life.
smell like foot meat. I don't care what nobody says.
Yo, that joint probably his helmet probably smelled like the worst mic after the cheapest MC battle ever. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, there's no way. Yo, when he took that damn helmet off, that just had to smell putrid. Like,
he probably
if
smelled like
somebody
the
that just
actual
woke up
Beetlejuice.
licked your nose.
He probably smelled like actual Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Yo, I'm saying, yo.
Like the first time you got a Timex watch in the summer when you were young, and you wore that joint tight for like
Yup.
6 months, and you
Oh.
took it off, and it
You get
smelled
that-
like fine Parmesan cheese.
It's like, how does my wrist smell like in between the toes?
Oh, your wrist.
How does that happen? You know what I mean?
That's the root of all racism, right there in that
Just
watch.
saying. He probably took his helmet off and the fumes were in color.
Yo, when I took my watch off and smelled my wrist, I hated black people that day, yo.
Right, like,
and I
damn
was
it.
black.
Right. Why did this
So,
happen to me?
all right, so look, we not necessarily leaving. We're gonna stop recording here. So, I definitely want to thank everybody that watched.
Thank you for
This is
watching
the Joe
Egypt
Budden
Super Jesus.
podcast.
Egypt
So,
Super Jesus. I vote for
No,
that.
thank
man.
you for being here. I'd like to thank all of my esteemed guests and colleagues. Or maybe I'm not the host. I mean, like one of them is, you know what I'm saying? But it was a
Like, you
great
the
time.
host.
So, you know,
You the host, bro.
love, and this is what it is, y'all.